Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am delighted to introduce our esteemed supervisor, Mr. Autumn Zabet, whose guidance has been invaluable in steering our efforts. Joining us are the dedicated members of our group, me, Belumi Sheima, and Jbiri Nasim. We've crafted a presentation on needs analysis data report for English proficiency among Master 1 students at Bejaia University that we've excited to share. I'll now share the questionnaire we conducted to analyze our sample, offering insights into the data and responses we've gathered. As you can see here, the title, Questionnaire for Master 1 University Students, English for Clinical Psychology. So in clinical psychology, there are 4 groups in total with 151 students. The sample size consists of 37 students in group 1, and within our questionnaire, 10 respondents out of the 37 students in group 1 that participated. Here you can see that their responses and personal details will be entirely confidential, designed by Belumi Sheima, and we thank them in advance. So let's just get started with personal information. Here we have age and gender, as you can see. Moving to educational background, we have discipline department. Students here will write down their major, whether it's clinical psychology, orthophony, philosophy, etc. I know our questionnaire is for clinical psychology, but the purpose of this questionnaire is to be clear that the results are specifically for individuals studying clinical psychology. Moving to year of study, here is to guarantee the research findings are current and up to date. Okay, another question. We ask them, how satisfied are you with the overall curriculum of the clinical psychology program? Just a small note, here in these questions are provided in both English and French language to ensure respondents who are studying in French comprehend the questions and can respond accurately. Okay, so as I said for this question, how satisfied are you with the overall curriculum of the clinical psychology program? We have very satisfied, satisfied, neutral, dissatisfied, or very dissatisfied. They only can choose one answer. Moving to rate the effectiveness of the faculty in delivering course content, we have excellent, good, average, below average, and poor. They only can choose one answer. We have English proficiency. Assess your level of English proficiency within the context of clinical psychology, whether they are beginner, intermediate, advanced, and that's it. On a scale of 1 to 10, rate your level in English. Moving to learning preferences. What is your preferred learning style? Here we have a multiple choice question. Auditory, visual, read and write, kinesthetic, and that's it. What's your preferred English language assessment format? Some students prefer written exams or oral exams or presentations, and if there is any other suggestion, they can write it down here. Now we will see skills assessments. Here within this request, please rate your proficiency in the following English language skills in context of clinical psychology, from excellent to very poor or I don't know. In the left with these tasks, we have expressing ideas verbally in English. They choose whether their level is excellent, good, average, poor, very poor, or I don't know. It's the same as the second one, participating in group discussion and debates, listening to lectures and audio materials, writing essays and research papers, reading academic articles, describe your writing experience in psychology, and last we have summarizing texts related to your studies. Moving to pedagogical tasks. How important is it for you to accomplish the following tasks? We have expressing ideas verbally in English. Is it an important? Is it slightly important or moderately important? Is it important or very important? Participating in group discussion and debates. It's the same. An important, slightly important, moderately important, important or very important. Listening to lectures and audio materials, writing essays and research papers, reading academic articles, writing experience in psychology-related contexts, and summarizing texts related to your studies. Then we have motivation and career goals. Do you have any interest in English language learning opportunities integrated into clinical psychology curriculum? Yes or no? It's just one answer. Then, what areas would you like support in and which improvements are you seeking? Specialized vocabulary or academic writing, professional communication, and students can choose more than one answer. For additional comments, we give them the right to express their ideas or ask any questions. Do you want to add anything else? Here, thank you for taking the time to provide your feedback. Your input is valuable. Now, shifting gears, let's explore the findings that emerged from our study. As you can see, we have table of contents and 7 key sections, starting with a brief introduction about the purpose of the needs analysis, moving to the second key section, which is objective and research questions, then moving to scope, methodology, data collection, and questionnaire analysis, also discussion and conclusion, and we end up by the final key section, which is disciplinary tasks. Okay, for the introduction, the purpose of the needs analysis for English in clinical psychology students is to help pinpoint areas of language proficiency that may be challenging for clinical psychology students, allowing educators to design targeted interventions and support mechanisms. We move to objective of the needs analysis. So, it analyzes academic and learning needs of Master 1 clinical psychology students, gain insights for strategic recommendations, also address identified academic gaps, cultivate conductive learning environments, implement interventions tailored to support Master 1 clinical psychology students, in addition to enhance overall educational experience, and at last for this key section is to empower students to excel in their studies. Moving forward to research questions. The first question is, what are the present abilities and lacks of Master 1 clinical psychology students? And the second one is, how important are the various tasks for Master 1 clinical psychology students? As for the third question is, what are the learning needs of Master 1 clinical psychology students? We have here scope. So the needs analysis for English in clinical psychology is aimed at master's students in Group 1 at the University of Bejaia, focusing on identifying challenging areas of language proficiency. Moving on to the next point, which is methodology data collection. We have here instruments. Let's just begin. The construction of the questionnaire is based on previous research findings. As for the primary tool, we have online needs analysis questionnaire. It's accessible through Messenger application. Also, it facilitates convenient and efficient participation. The online questionnaire includes a mix of closed-ended and open-ended questions. It covers aspects like preferred learning styles and challenges. The use of an online format allows for streamlined data collection and immediate responses. As the last one says, the survey here will be administered anonymously to encourage candid responses and accurate representation of experiences and needs. Let's turn our attention to questionnaire analysis for Master 1 University students, English for Clinical Psychology, University of Bejaia. Starting with personal information, we have only two titles here, age and gender. Beginning with the age, as you can see the diagram, it represents the age of our respondents on the left. The data illustrates a significant portion of respondents, 70%, falling within the 18 to 25 age range, while 26 to 35-year-olds constitute 40% of the total 10 responses. There is no participants in the age of 36 or higher. Moving to the gender, so as you can see the diagram, the data indicates 70% female and 30% male respondents out of the total of 10 responses. Now we will see educational background. We have four main titles: discipline departments, year of study, student satisfaction with the curriculum, and the effectiveness of the faculty. First, we have discipline department. As you can see the diagram, these percentages falls into one main discipline, which is clinical psychology. For the year of study, all of the responses falls in one year, which is 2023-2024. Moving forward to student satisfaction with the curriculum. Okay, so 30% of the students seem to be very satisfied with the overall curriculum of clinical psychology. A majority of 50% find it satisfying, while 20% consider it neutral. Notably, no respondents rated it below dissatisfied or very dissatisfied. As for the effectiveness of the faculty seems to deliver an excellent course content, according to 20% rating it as excellent. A majority of 50% find it good, while 30% consider it average. Notably, no respondents rated below average or poor. As for this section, we will see English proficiency. We have two titles: English level assessment and English proficiency rating scale. We have here English level assessment. As you can see here the diagram, participants evaluated their English level within the clinical psychology context, revealing that 90% consider themselves as an intermediate level. Additionally, 10% rate their proficiency as advanced, while none identified as beginners. Moving to English proficiency rating scale. Here the diagram represents 25% of respondents who rated themselves 3 out of 10. 37.5% of respondents rated themselves 5 out of 10. Also, 12.5% of respondents rate themselves 6 out of 10. Here, 25% of respondents rated themselves 7 out of 10. So the average self-assessment is around 5.5 out of 10. Now we're going to see learning preferences. We have two titles: the preferred learning style and the preferred English language assessment format. So starting with the preferred learning style, is here, as you can see, the pie chart, which represents the preferred learning style according to each student. When asked about their preferred learning style, 60% of respondents expressed a preference for read and write, while 40% favored a visual approach. None of the participants indicated a preference for auditory or kinesthetic style. Now we're going to see the preferred English language assessment format. The pie chart depicts that responses has a significant emphasis on written exams constituting 80% of the evaluation, while 20% is dedicated to oral exams and presentations. Okay, moving forward to skills assessments. Here the diagram titled by Diagram 1 Skills Assessments. So the majority excel in Task 3 Listening. Most rate themselves average in Task 1, 2, 4, and 5, which represents verbal expression 50%, group discussions 40%, writing essays 40%, reading articles 30%, and Task 6 writing experience is weak for 40%. As a recommendation, implement writing workshops for Task 6 to enhance proficiency and balance skills. Moving to pedagogical tasks, here the diagram titled by Diagram 2, Pedagogical Tasks. So Task 7, summarizing texts related to studies, is moderately important for 40%. All tasks are deemed important to very important by the absolute majority. As a recommendation, prioritize resource and support for Task 7 to align with its perceived importance among respondents. Okay, let's turn our attention to motivation and career goals. We have two titles: Insert in English Language Learning Opportunities and Improvements. As a first title, we have Interest in English Language Learning Opportunities. We ask them, do you have any interest in English language learning opportunities integrated in psychology curriculum? The answer of for the whole respondents is yes. Moving to the improvements. As you can see here, the pie chart that represent highest percentage 77.8% allocated to professional communication, strong indication of significant need for support in this area. Academic writing and specialized vocabulary share remaining percentages equally at 11.1% each. Now we will move to discussion and conclusion. What are the present abilities and lacks of Master 1 Clinical Psychology Group 1 students? Here the majority of students struggle to write in psychology-related context and summarize tasks, indicating a significant academic handicap in higher education writing skills. Exceptions include proficiency in listening to lectures, expressing ideas verbally in English, participating in group discussions and debates, writing essays and research papers, and reading academic articles. As a recommendation, implement specialized writing workshops for Master 1 Clinical Psychology Group 1 students, address concerns about writing proficiency in psychology-related contexts, also foster collaboration through peer review sessions and online resources. Emphasize the importance of written communication in research and patient care. Strengthening writing skills is crucial for academic and professional competence in clinical psychology. Now we will see or talk about how important are the various tasks for Master 1 Clinical Psychology Group 1 students. All suggested academic tasks are considered equally important except for summarizing texts related to their study, which is deemed moderately important but still needed. Respondents believe it is crucial to practice and learn two tasks: writing experience in psychology-related contexts, and some emphasize on summarizing text related to their studies, which they recognize as essential for success at university. As a recommendation for that, implement specialized writing workshops, incorporate peer review for constructive feedback, utilize online resources, establish writing support groups, in addition to emphasize the critical role of written communication in research and patient care. As the end for this recommendation, we have highlight the importance of refining writing skills for academic and professional competence in clinical psychology. Now we end up by disciplinary tasks. We have proficient English skills are essential in clinical psychology. Clear writing is fundamental for communication, documentation, and report creation. Crucial in summarizing texts and synthesizing complex information. Enhances communication skills and ensure accurate interpretation, facilitates effective collaboration within clinical psychology. It forms the foundation for precise documentation and impactful research dissemination and critical for delivering high quality mental health care. In wrapping up this presentation, I want to express my gratitude for your time and attention, and thank you for being part of this discussion.